So to be aware sometimes is better than the action if you're aware, because avoidance is primal generally, but avoidance is strategic. So I've sometimes made more money out of business I've knocked back than when I've taken it. And I'll give you an example. When I used to list houses, a lot of houses I would give back, and Chris will remember this. And Chris goes, and I'd give him, he goes, I haven't really given back. So yeah, I have. Do you know why? Because I want the opposition to have that fucking vendor, because the vendor's a nutter. So while the vendor's wasting their time with them, I'm getting the good ones. So I used to pick people on profile first. So, and it doesn't matter whether you're a project manager, whatever it is, when you start profiling the individual, the game changes. Vendor profiling, buyer profiling, client profiling, that works. And Adrian and I work on it all the time. And not being funny, you've been doing that a bit. His listing ratio right now is through the roof. I won't even get you to embarrass yourself by telling him how good it is. It's a fucking joke. He rings me and I go, you gotta be kidding me. Right? Yeah. Now you gotta remember this is like a one-man army here. So he's listing his ass off. But what it is that when you profile who you're dealing with, the game changes. So what's happened, I think, Ty, right? And we've all suffered it. Let me tell you, your mate suffered it. I've suffered it. We've all suffered it. When you fail to analyze the behavior and the actions of the person you're dealing with, you'll generally fuck up. Now, because what happens is this, and after lunch we'll go into it a bit, but you know how everyone talks about goals and all that sort of stuff? And now, if I said to you guys, who's done goals, half of you lie to me, 25% of you have probably done them. And out of that 25%, 10% actually follow them through. So it's nearly minuscule. Now, but when you do goals are predicated on one thing. Does anyone know what that is? Core beliefs. Because if I tell you that I've got goals, then my goals are predicated on my core beliefs. So my core beliefs are what make me. So if I said to you, I need an elevator statement on who you are, and you've got a minute and a half to tell me by the time you get from the top of the building to the bottom of the building, explain to me who you are, right? So I've got quite a few core beliefs. My first core belief is that I'm fearful of dying alone, as I said. That's why I've got family. My second core belief is I'm fearful of dying broke. So I work and try and be as smart as I possibly can and develop my consultancy skills so I can learn from people and they from me. So I've got a set of core beliefs. But my other core belief is that I put my wife before my kids. That doesn't mean I don't love my kids as much as my wife. It means that circle for us works. That's what my core belief is. Now, because what happens is that God gives you a certain amount of time, right? And I don't know how to disperse it properly. So I work on methods that work for me. So, and I depart them on you, and whether they work for you or not is up to you. But I know that when I profile somebody, so if you said to me, who's your wife, I can give you an absolute 100% categorical statement on who she is. Because I know her in here. And it's not because I've been with her for 41 years either. It's because I profile her like she does me. Can we look at each other and go, yeah, I know where you're at. Get your head out of your ass. Right? Because, and it's no different to, recently when I went and saw Chris, I hadn't seen Chris for a while, and we went and had lunch. I said, mate, you haven't been in your business for ages. And we didn't go to the business. We had lunch. And he didn't even tell me that he hadn't been in there. He hadn't even mentioned it. We were just mucking around socially. I could feel that he hadn't been there. Right? Now, from that point of view, do you know what that is? Aside from my love for him, the fact of the matter is that and it's not being anything other than caring, that when you profile an individual, you give a fuck about the individual. But it makes you analyse and work with them better. So what happens is when you, and we'll talk about it more, we'll talk about listings and stuff, but when you go and you deal with somebody else, I say to Adrian, you have to go in and profile the guy you're dealing with. No different to when we've gone and got your cars tuned and done all that. We go in and we go and profile people. Don't we, Jacob? That's what we do. We profile them. So let's analyse this guy and let's work our magic, and we'll continue this after lunch, Ty, and work our magic. Because let me tell you, when you're in a hole and it's $1 million, what you need to do is go, thank fuck it's not 2.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you say. That's the first thing you say. So then you can work back, because with your skill set and your persona down there, $1 million you'll fix. And we can help. I can help you with that. Just we'll have a chat about it, and I can tell you some of the little things. But what happens is that in the overall scheme of things, that is what people don't do. So therefore, if I go in and it's the old adage, and I'll finish on this for lunch, and I know a lot of you have heard me say this before, but how many people go and buy a coffee and don't know the name of the person that makes their coffee? How the fuck does that work? I do not know.